Oh man, it's been so long since we made a recorded video. This is crazy. Wow. It's not at all been like 5 minutes since the last one.
Yeah, honey. It's only been 5 seconds.
This is crazy. Woo-wee dog. Hello, everyone. This one is called I Shouldn't Admit This. Bum, bum, bum. Zachary Michael. Just Zachary Michael.
Yeah,
deleting comments. Oh, it's her Instagram Q&A.
Oh, yay.
Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, boy. Let's talk Ep 1, 350 up, 841 down. We're going to set this like 1 point.
Okay, go.
Hey guys, welcome to a new video. So this series is called Let's Talk. I have done this before years ago.
Is she pretending she went outside again?
I think it's the fucking sunglasses.
Where I can communicate and correspond with you guys. So unfortunately,
I think she thinks it looks good.
Yeah, it doesn't.
It does not.
My channel has thrived, but also died on a lot of different speculation, and I want to change that. I want to use my voice in situations where I normally wouldn't, and I want to continue using my voice in situations where I already have. This is just a place for you guys to get to know me more, maybe in areas that you never would have, a place for me to be accountable, to clarify and deny, and just an overall
accountable where? Clarify where? Deny everything.
Deny everything, that's it.
Everyone else is lying.
Everybody's lying about poor Amby.
Correspondence between you and me every single week. So the reason I want to do this is because there's always questions, rumors, speculation, just things that people are, for the lack of a better word, obsessively asking me about. And it kind of goes in cycles where it's like there's like 5 huge things that people are talking about ad nauseum. And I think this is a good opportunity. Maybe I can answer those 5 things or whatever.
Are you gonna?
It may be. But
I don't think she's gonna.
All right, let's count.
Regardless, I feel like my channel is very parasocial, let's be real. And there's always some sort of speculation or always some sort of topic that people are
Maybe it's because you lie about everything, so everybody has to speculate.
I think that's probably it.
Why won't you talk about this? So this is going to give me the opportunity to do so.
Oh, and by the way, we are recording this midday on Thursday the 27th. Foodie Visahop Beauty is still...
Oh, she's still missing?
Let me confirm this.
Oh.
You know, the woman who was streaming twice a day and uploading 3 pieces of content a day has not been on video, a non-pre-recorded video, in 4 days. Visa hop.
Yeah, it's definitely a visa hop.
Weird how that Del Pondu chart seems to nail it every time.
Yeah, it's pretty simple to figure out when the next 90 days is going to be. I don't know who she thinks she's fooling.
If you guys bring it up, of course. So I have structured the series into a special format, and I'm really, really excited. So the first section is always going to start with sweet and sour. So sweet and sour is just going to be
food.
She had to give it a food name.
A random comment generator from the Let's Talk prior. So obviously, since this is episode 1, we're having to skip that part. But I came up with sweet and sour because you never know what kind of comment is going to pop up. Can it be a sweet comment? Or can it be a sour comment? Using a random comment generator.
She thought that was so quirky.
She is very clever.
Going to give me a wide variety of comments instead of just like going based off of like the top ones where I pick and choose, etc., etc. So this
but also
section,
she edits this. So she can random comment generator all she wants. If she doesn't like the question, she can just push the button again and edit this part out.
Yep.
Who are you fooling?
I'm calling Sippin' Community. I know. I'm very clever. Thank you.
So cringe.
This is where I read from the community tab that I will be posting every single Monday. So it gets time for the questions and anything that you guys need me to speak about for them all to just fall under that community tab. And then after Sippin' Community, we're going to be doing the Linterview. Yes, I know. More cleverness from you.
This is pathetic. I am quite glad that we're only going to see this schedule one time. We're never going to have to see this again because she's going to lose it. This is not going to continue.
This is going to go away.
Yeah, this is dumb.
This is stupid and not entertaining.
I'm your girl. So the Linterview is where you guys are actually interviewing me with your voice. Yes. So
the whole entire thing has been you answering questions from the audience. These 3 different things she has broken down have all been answering questions from here, answering questions from there. And this next one, it's going to be answering questions.
I'm going to guess. I'm going to guess that the next one
Is also answering questions?
Answering questions.
Oh, next one's going to be about Instagram questions. Watch.
I told everyone over on my Instagram, send me a microphone.
If you want to make this a thing,
That's so funny.
you know what you should do?
What's that?
Invite one audience member to do an actual voice interview.
Well, that's what she's saying. She wants people to ask
like
voice note
record.
questions. Yeah.
Like sit down and have a conversation with somebody.
Yeah, she's not going to do that.
No.
No,
But
she's not going to do
That
that.
would be entertaining.
That would be entertaining, but she's not going to do that.
Emoji so I can accept your request.
Emoji.
And that gives you the opportunity to send me a voice memo asking any question you want. So I have not listened to any of them. It is going to literally be live, real reaction. I am very nervous. So if you guys want
Except it's not live.
Except it's not. And if you don't like it, you can just edit that part out and pick another one.
go to my Instagram for next week, literally go to my Instagram at hectic.amby, send me a microphone. I'm going to send you a smiley face emoji back, and then you can send me a voice memo because Instagram has it to where you can only send me a voice memo if I accept your first message request. So anyways, after the interview, the next section is called Tea or Tail. So what this is going to be is I am going to clarify rumors that I have heard through the grapevine, and I'm going to tell you, yeah, that's real. Or no,
No, she's not.
No, you're not. You're going to say it's all not real. You're going to say it's all haters. Or you're going to pick things that are so stupid that nobody thinks it's real anyways. And you're going to be like, yeah, everybody's so dumb and making up ridiculous things. And it's going to be something nobody believed anyways.
Yeah.
or no, that's actually not true. And then the last section is going to be bad choices. And I just remembered I forgot to actually.
I said so off center.
She's a great editor.
What is it with these social media people not putting shit center?
Bring the cards
She's
over
professional.
Here, so go get those. I will be right back. Okay, I'm back. So, bad choices is just.
Oh my God, we're
my
playing a card
fucking
game.
God.
Amber, are you this bored? What is that filthy thing you are holding anyways?
God, get some fucking content.
Bunch of really hecticonic questions. So, I'm going to be choosing 5 of those and answering
Oh, it's
them.
like
So I know
pot or something.
this introduction was super long. We will not be doing that in the future videos. I just kind of wanted to talk about what the series is about. So, let's get into it. Okay, sadly, we are skipping over sweet and sour because I can't do it. And we're going to go straight to sip and community.
I mean, you could do sweet and sour.
Have you
You could
considered
just
that your
go from your
refusal to do
previous
anything-
video.
Yeah.
Treatment could be linked to a drug addict. Into it.
I
Okay,
gotta give
sadly,
this
we are
some
skipping over
volume.
sweet and sour because I can't do it, and we're gonna go straight to sip and community. Have you considered that your refusal to do inpatient treatment could be linked to a drug addict's refusal to do rehab? No, because I actually think doing inpatient would be fun. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, fun, that's really the adjective.
I thought
to
you
use.
said your whole thing was exactly like your mom's.
Yeah.
In like last video, you were like, my food is literally the same as my mom's drugs. Why don't you go inpatient then? What the fuck? If that's what your mom needed to get better, why don't you try it? It's literally the same thing.
Use for that. The only reason why I choose not to do inpatient is because it is extremely expensive and I have a job. Not only do I have a job I have to do to keep the roof over my head, the electricity running, and the food in my fur baby's stomach, but I have fur babies that need to be taken care of. I know the I's could be dot and the T's could be crossed. Like my mom could probably watch my fur
Yeah.
babies, but like it's the job thing for me. If I was to be able to go into inpatient and be able to vlog my whole
How long? 2 weeks maybe? Maybe a month? You've taken that long off of YouTube before.
Yeah, when you went to the Grim Feeder's house.
Yeah, that's no problem. You can take some time off of YouTube, make some recorded videos, have them scheduled to go up a couple a week while you're gone. Slow down your Uber Eats orders for 2 months. Go from 8 to 12 orders a week to 3 orders a week. Put all that money aside, and there you go.
Or you can backlog content like you've been doing.
Yeah.
experience and upload, still make an income so I can still pay my bills, then I would
Okay,
do
these
it.
are
Why is it okay for
excuses.
You did that for a month without.
Yeah, these are all excuses.
Yep.
you make assumptions about ZM's mental health, but when your audience does it, it's mental health shaming. So I've never really made an assumption about his
Yeah, you did. You assumed all of his breaks for mental health were because you took a break.
Yeah.
mental health months and months ago when I said, whoa, what a quinky dink. Zachary Michael's mental health gets bad when I take a break from YouTube. I think that was my way of just being like, okay, if you can dish
bitch.
it, I
Yeah, a bitch.
A bitch.
expect you're going to be able to take it. There have been times where he has mocked me about my mental health or a heartbreak.
Amber, because your mental health is, I answered the questions in this workbook from Instagram and it said I was the most traumatized person ever. And
Yeah.
people go, you are so deeply unserious
Mm-hmm.
with everything that you say and do. And he goes, stop shaming me.
Yep.
Relationship, just some way that I was feeling. I have felt mocked I have felt hurt. I'm allowed to feel that way. And in my brain, I was like, okay, he's been doing this for years. Now it's my turn. Have you traveled the world since breaking up with Beck? No, but I have traveled. I have.
Yeah, you went to Wisconsin.
Mm-hmm. She went to Wisconsin.
Went to Oklahoma. I've went to Wisconsin. I've went to Tennessee. I've went to Michigan.
What?
As she drove, she's going to name all the states that she drove through. Is that what we're doing?
When did you go to Tennessee? Oh, yeah.
She drove through them.
Yep.
And I forgot to say, I've been to Illinois since then. Chicago, hello, a Billie Eilish concert.
And I've done things that I wouldn't have. So based on your physical health and your track record for change, what do you estimate your life expectancy to be? And what will you do with that time? So this is kind of like gruesome, but based on how I feel.
At 500 pounds with a completely sedentary life. Past questionable diagnosis, terrible hygiene, tendency of infections, 40.
Possibly.
Maybe if
45.
she's lucky.
And the things that I go through, probably somewhere in my 50s, and I feel like early 50s.
No.
I don't think anybody makes it that long.
I don't know why. Like, that's when my grandma died. Actually, it was when she was 51. But like the number 53 keeps popping in my head, and slightly 54. That's a very gruesome question. And what will I do with that time? It depends. Like,
Nothing.
13 Uber Eats a week.
Yep.
am I trying to better myself, whether that be physically, emotionally, mentally, etc., which is where I'm at right now? Or am I just going to just flop like a fish and not care about anything? I want to say it's this over here. So by doing this over here, that means I might see my 60s. I think regardless of which one I choose, I'll never see my 70s, and that's kind of a sad reality. How does it feel knowing you've been stuck in a time loop for the last decade?
That is a reality of your choice.
It is.
Any point in time, you could have made the choice to better yourself, to not do the things that you do. Everybody makes choices every day, and those choices have consequences. And you chose to dedicate your life to subpar fast food.
I think even if she were to like turn it around next year and get her shit together and actually lose the weight and get healthy, she might make it to 70. Like it's not, well, I was big before, so now I'm a lost cause.
A lot of it is the damage to her body is done. You can't undo a lot of it without like extensive surgery. The damage to her heart, to her skeleton, to her muscles, to her skin.
Yeah.
And that's done.
Yeah.
When your watchers have graduated college with masters, gotten married, etc., the world is evolving around you, yet you haven't changed a thing. So first of all, to those who have graduated college with masters, hell yeah, props to ya.
Good for you.
I was in a criminal justice course for 20 minutes.
Yeah.
But I do want to say everyone's timeline is completely different. Some people get married when they're 18. Some people get married when they're freaking 62. You know, more people than you think have very routine, boring, everyday lives. Like they get up, they shower, they have their breakfast, they head to work, they come home, they have dinner, they relax.
What is she saying?
She's trying to say that she's totally normal by pretending that she's 13 still.
Yeah.
The question is about you had people that started watching you when you were in your early 20s pretending to be a teenager, and they have continued to grow up, and now they've lost interest in you because rather than grow up and become an adult, you are still pretending to be a teenager at 30-something years old. That's the question, Amber. It's not like how come you didn't get a master's. It's your audience is outgrown you.
Like a lot of people do have that life.
And it's not replacing itself.
No. Teenagers have no interest in watching a 30-year-old pretend to be a teenager.
No.
That's
grown. That's gone.
Need to be grateful to be alive regardless. Just because someone is married versus someone who isn't, that doesn't make one of them better than the other versus someone
Yes, it does, Chantal.
That wasn't the question. She's misunderstanding what was said, I think.
With masters versus someone who didn't, it doesn't make one of them better than the other.
No,
I have my accomplishments. I have things in my life that make
about.
me extremely happy, but this is my life and my routine. I've been stuck in a time
It's
loop
now or never. She's not gonna live to
when it comes to my weight. I will admit that. But when it comes to like growing and bettering myself, I have not been stuck in a loop. 10 years ago, I could not have ever imagined myself not only being single, but living by myself. That would have never happened. 10 years ago, I could not imagine myself.
This is shit most people do.
When they're 19.
Yeah, 19, 20, like their early 20s at the latest.
Yeah.
Making amazing money, using my own debit card, being able to not only take care of myself, but my fur
The only reason you have your own debit card is because Beck made you.
Using my own debit card because you don't have someone to send to the store for you. That's it.
babies, having a roof over my head. If I want it, I buy it. If I need it, I buy it. I never imagined having that type of life.
Except Ozempic.
Yeah.
Yes, I suffered with BPD 10 years ago and I still do to this day. But 10 years ago, it was way worse. In that, I never...
Okay. Sure it was. I don't think the train believes her either.
The eye roll. The eye roll I just rolled.
Imagined being able
The eyes I just rolled.
to be by myself and enjoying alone time because I was always so, oh my God, I need my partner. And like, I can't be alone ever, not even for 5 minutes. And now I'm alone for days and days at a time and I'm okay.
Are you?
It seems like you're having a mental breakdown every other day about it. It does not seem like you're okay.
So you might see it as a loop.
I imagine Tommy's
Know
DMs
your
would show
comment
that you're not
sections of-
okay because you're probably messaging her every 5 seconds.
God, man.
No.
Right? Why lie about getting so much support? We can all see what people are saying to you, Amber. So I get a lot of private support, which I completely understand because when someone
I don't
supports
understand.
me publicly,
Everyone's
they get
DMing her on Instagram.
actually bashed and attacked, and it's really sad. For some reason, the haters cannot accept that there are people who actually like me and enjoy my content, and they
Sure
can't
there are.
Yeah, probably like 3.
I believe
Yeah, you
that. She's got her babies.
Yeah, you have a teardrop or 2 out there.
accept a different opinion than theirs. So I get hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of DMs weekly of people.
No.
Yeah, probably.
No. Maybe.
Dozens, maybe.
Tens a month.
Yeah.
People who are very, very supportive because they can't do that publicly.
And half of those are probably people who are trying to, like, sneak in.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say thank you for the support, I genuinely mean it because the people who message me on Instagram are also watching my videos, and these videos are also for them. All right, so this is
You
the
ever
last...
see the video of the guy who's doing a rave? And he's like jamming. I was like, and he's going crazy, and the camera pans over, and there's 3 people in the audience dancing.
Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah.
one. Bah ha 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 ha. You are literally deleting comments. I was reading one in the middle of it. Poof, it was gone and it's nowhere to be seen. So I didn't delete any comments on the community tab because I wanted to go into it completely
You
raw.
have moderators. They delete comments.
Yeah, I imagine it's
YouTube actually has a
moderators.
section where they automatically do it themselves. If something is a little too hecticana, for the lack of a better word, it goes into a completely different section, and I
There's
have
literally anything better as a word than hecticon.
to approve the comment, but I never look at those, so you're never going to see that comment again. All right, so the next section is the interview.
Oh,
I am
boy.
so nervous. All right, let me get to my Instagram. I am beyond nervous. Okay. Take a deep breath. It's gonna be fine. All right, here we go.
If you didn't have the obstacles that you have in your life, I'm thinking specifically about your weight or maybe some of the trauma related.
It's wild to hear how a normal person talks compared to her.
Obstacles, what different twists and turns do you think your life would have taken? Let's imagine you didn't do YouTube.
We know what the answer to that is. She's told the answer before. I wouldn't be around any of you fucking people. I'd be in Vegas or Bora Bora.
Oh, yeah. She'd be in California.
California, living my skinty queen life.
You didn't
Well, her fake accent would fit right in.
If she was a skinty queen, she would be straight up the whole life.
Oh, yeah.
have childhood
She
trauma.
wouldn't be
You
a
have,
lesbian either.
your weight standing in your way. Where would you see yourself now?
Okay, so if I didn't have childhood trauma and I didn't have these weight issues, where do I see myself now?
I didn't hear her mention childhood trauma.
She said trauma in your life.
Honestly, probably like in LA. I'm not gonna lie. I don't really know what I'd be doing for a job or anything like that. Like, I don't like to hype myself up too hard, but I feel like
Please.
God.
I would be an attractive person if I was thin. I mean, I think I'm pretty now. I mean, sometimes I feel super ugly, but my mom
The narcissist line over here. I am super attractive.
person.
Just
if I
say
was
you're hotter
thin.
than 90% of YouTube and get
I mean,
it
I
over.
think I'm pretty now. I mean, sometimes
There you go.
Yeah.
That's it.
I don't know how she does that. That's the thumb. Amber gets annoyed. This question.
sometimes I feel super ugly, but my mom like is gorgeous. She was super gorgeous when she was younger, and I know without all my extra, I would look very, very different. And I think I would really be successful in LA. I don't really know what I would be doing, but
She thinks she'd be an actress.
She does think she'd be an actress.
I
She'd
think
be
I
a
would be
celebrity
thriving.
of some kind.
Yeah.
I have a feeling I would be thriving for sure. And I know a lot of people are gonna be like, Amberlynn, why did you bring up like what you would look like? It's because sadly, society is shallow. And I feel like
Yeah. Okay.
people who are more attractive, they get further in life and they're treated better, etc. Okay, let's do another.
Okay, so
Yeah, I don't know, there's a whole like genre of plus size models, and like it's not like weight is stopping someone from being attractive or from living that LA life.
Yep.
But she can go ahead and make that the excuse why she can't.
you know how there's the butterfly effect theory of how like one insignificant
Sounds like the same voice.
moment in your life could
No.
change the course of the rest of your life.
Yes.
Do you know, or can you pinpoint like what significant or insignificant moment or event happened in your life that if you could, you would go back and change and maybe speculate how it could have changed the course of the rest of your life?
So I do have one particular moment in my head, and I don't know what
Is it when you
ways
saved your baby
that it
brother?
Yeah.
would have changed my life. Obviously for the better. It would definitely be interesting to see.
Oh,
but
it's
like
gonna
I
be,
have gone through
foster care.
so many things. So many like isolated, separate, traumatic
Yeah. But how many of those are real?
events to where I was going to come out effed up regardless. But the first thing that I think of, which trigger warning SA, so I'm just going to like say it, have something pop up right here. But when I was 7 by a cousin, and I feel like there's a
You talked about this ad nauseum the other day.
lot of heaviness with that topic. Like I feel like that probably did do some damage to my brain and just the way that I am, because I know a lot of people who experience SA, especially as a very, very young child, they end up with like a lot of issues. And I think about 600 Pound Life, where I relate so much to some of these people because rated them the way they are. And a lot of people go through SA as a kid. And a girl that was
If you could talk to yourself 10
I'm not here to listen to her get on her high horse about that.
Yeah.
Especially considering the stuff that she has been less than truthful.
traumatic for me.
Hi Amber, thank you so much for accepting my request. I just wanted to ask you, if you could talk to yourself 10 years ago, what would you say and what advice would you give?
Nothing. Eat more.
Yeah.
Eat more, cutie.
Do the same things you were. Don't trust your girlfriend. Get a different girlfriend to take care of you.
Don't let them wipe you.
The one that's taking care of you is going to tell all your secrets.
If you could see yourself 10 years in the future, where would you like to be? And how do you see yourself?
10 years in the future. That one's simple.
Again, thank you so much.
So 10 years ago, I was 34. So I, without a doubt, would
You mean 24?
24.
tell myself, lose weight, girl. Like, you're going to get cancer in a few years, so you need to lose weight. You need to go to the gyno regularly, and you need to know the YouTube game. So let me sit down, write down a bunch of notes for you, and I'm going to teach you the YouTube game to where you can play the YouTube game. You can have fun with it, but you can also stop yourself from sharing certain things that you shouldn't share. And girl, you also have BPD, so go to
Girl, you could have been blaming all your problems on BPD all along. Do it now.
therapy now. Like, there's just so many things that I would tell myself. So if I could see myself in 10 years from now, I will be 44. I hope that obviously, like, I weigh a lot less. I hope that.
Okay, you can't just hope for it though. It
Yeah, you can do
doesn't.
that.
It's not magic. Again, you can't just hope it away.
You can actually do that.
Hopefully,
Like,
inshallah,
my health has improved.
maybe
My
one
mental
day.
health. I can't even imagine myself in the 40s. Holy, that is weird. I hope that I'm married. I know that sounds crazy because I said I don't ever want to be in a relationship again, but fuck it. A decade from now, I hope that I'm married. I hope that I'm happy. I was about to say, I hope that I still have wasabi and Twinkie, but oh, okay, my heart just broke. Moving on.
You should hope to be here.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the last one.
Do you think you'll ever do ASMR again? I'm not gonna lie, you're old.
No, stop.
Is
Next.
someone
Don't
encouraging
care.
her to do ASMR?
Like my ASMR videos, like it genuinely
Next.
people actually hate.
No.
So rumor number one is you cannot be diagnosed with BPD by a psychologist, let alone one that doesn't specialize in BPD. That is a tale. That is a big, big, big tale. So you can be diagnosed
Okay.
Okay.
with BPD by a psychiatrist, psychologists, and by social workers. And they do not have to specialize in BPD in the same way, like if you're diagnosed with depression or you're diagnosed with bipolar disorder, like they don't have to be like a specialized like psychologist just for those things. All right, rumor number
Yeah,
two.
but you weren't. You were diagnosed by a book.
It was a book.
Amberlynn lied about when she posted her ER pictures to Snapchat. That is also a tale that is not
I believe that. It's fucking disgusting.
true. So in my reaction to Salty Crab, where I was talking about like, so many people didn't believe I had cancer, so many people didn't believe that I was rushed to the ER and that I was gushing blood and blah, blah, blah. I mentioned the times where I posted my blood pictures on Snapchat, and I also mentioned where I literally showed medical confirmation, like my medical paperwork, in a YouTube video. And I jumbled all that nonsense together in the reaction. And I saw a couple people where they were just like, oh my God, Amberlynn's lying. Like, she didn't even post like those pictures until like May, but then it was like actually June where like she showed the medical stuff. And yes, that is true. So in the Salty Crab reaction, I said during that time, and I also said in the impulsive state of mind that I was in. So I'm talking about two different incidences, which is the Snapchat photos, the medical paperwork YouTube, that happened within different months, but it was the same head frame. So what made me post the Snapchat photos was people were like,
that was so fucking gross.
Yeah.
Amberlynn, that's not true. You were not rushed to the ER gushing blood. And I was like, oh, yes, I was. Here's proof. And then me posting medical paperwork was because people were like, Amberlynn, you were never diagnosed. That's not true. And then I was like, well, here's proof. So
But again, to what I said maybe earlier in this video or the last one, I don't remember, you have to do that now because you have lied so fucking much that nobody believes anything that you say.
Yes.
both of those instances was just
She's
me
the
not
girl
being
that
able to
cried
regulate my
diagnosis.
emotions, me not being able to like ignore the shit. So instead it made my like impulse instincts, like it was gone. I had zero impulse skills. Like I was just like, I'm gonna show this. I'm gonna show this. I couldn't regulate myself. But thankfully since then I have gotten better with that. Am I perfect? No. I think that's the reason why I stopped like
what, at
demeaning
3 a.m. after this video, she got impulsive and couldn't regulate herself and showed some more medical papers?
Yep.
You've gotten
in
better?
certain areas. People are like, let me see the BPD diagnosis. People are like, let me see proof that you have a kidney that's 6 millimeters big. And I'm like, no, like I have boundaries and I respect my boundaries. In the past, no, because I was bad at regulating, still am, but better. And that's just like another way of like showing that I have improved as a person, because in the past, like crying hysterically while showing my medical records is crazy work. And like posting on Snapchat such gruesome photos is also crazy work. And that is something I would never do now. Rumor number 3, which is the last rumor, Amberlynn uses a filter when live streaming from her laptop. That is also a tale. I'm literally a boomer when it comes to anything like that. So the reason
Bullshit.
why I look so different on my laptop versus on my phone is because the iPhone, I have the newest one, is literally crisp clear, as you guys can see. But my laptop literally sucks, as you guys can also see, because the internet's always shutting down and I'm always having to restart. You can literally tell that the webcam is super blurry. So it has nothing to do with a filter. I wouldn't even know how to put that on there. Literally, when I go live, I click on YouTube, I click go live, and that is literally the end of it. All right, now we're about to do bad choices.
I'm feeling skippy.
Let's see.
So by the time that this whole series is done, maybe I will have answered every single one of these questions.
You're going to
I'm just
do it one
to randomly
time. This is one
choose
time.
5 and let's get into it. Have you ever told a friend they were being cheated on? I'm having to think. I don't.
Skip.
Skip this one. What's this one?
Did you go a month without masturbating? Yes, you can't reach.
Yeah.
Have you ever had a sexual partner that turned out to be gay? Yes, you're gay. And that's it.
Well, that was stupid.
Dumb.
Dumb.
Done.
Done.
All right, love you.
Love you the most. Goodbye.